President Joe Biden's first year in office has seen the lowest confirmation rate of nominees to key posts in recent memory, according to a report from the Nonpartisan Center for Presidential Transition. Despite nominating approximately the same number of people for presidentially appointed Senate-confirmed positions as G.W. Bush and Barack Obama, only 41% have been confirmed by the Senate. This compares to 57% of Trump's nominees, 69% of Obama nominees, and 75% of G.W. Bush nominees. The backlog of Biden nominees has been engineered by Republican senators, who for reasons varying from personal grudges to policy disagreements have stymied confirmations every step of the way. One of these long-languishing nominees is Deborah Lipstad, picked to serve as the State Department's special envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism. She has unquestionable qualifications for the position. A historian and author of numerous Holocaust and anti-Semitism books, Dorrit Professor of Modern Jewish History and Holocaust Studies at Emory University, consultant to the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, former member of the United States Holocaust Memorial Council, and recipient of the Albert D. Chernin Award from the Jewish Council for Public Affairs. The holdup in her confirmation has been linked to ranking member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Senator James Risch, and Senator Ron Johnson. The pair have reportedly taken offense to a tweet Lipstad sent last year calling out Johnson for promoting white supremacy and white nationalism. It is unknown what they are demanding in order to release their hold on her nomination. Unlike ambassadorships and cabinet department positions, Biden has seen success in confirming judicial nominees, owing to the lower threshold for approval in the Senate. Last week, the Senate Judiciary Committee held a confirmation hearing for Andre Mathis, a Tennessee lawyer who has a long history of representing criminal defendants as part of the Criminal Justice Act panel and Tennessee Innocence Project. As a black man and a defense attorney, Mathis's confirmation would add to the diverse slate of judges appointed by Biden, far more diverse in race, gender, and background than those nominated by previous presidents. During his confirmation hearing to be on the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, with jurisdiction over Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee, Republican senators attempted to derail the proceedings with attacks on Mathis's past driving record. Senator Marsha Blackburn, a Republican from Tennessee, called his decade-old speeding tickets a rap sheet, a telling choice of words when the nominee in question is a black man.
On the eve of his hearing, it has been made public that he has a rap sheet with a laundry list of citations, including multiple failures to appear in court in Tennessee.
And I forgot to pay the ticket. My recollection that I would have put it in my glove compartment and just simply forgotten to pay the ticket. And I suspect that ticket would have had a court date on it, and because I forgot about the ticket, I also would have forgotten about that particular court date.
Senator Blackburn refers to your rap sheet, as what she called it. Well, if speeding tickets are a rap sheet, I've got one too. I never got a speeding ticket for driving 5 miles over the limit, which apparently is one of your tickets. And I hope that anybody in the room who has never driven 5 miles over the limit would please raise their hand. Never mind. You don't have to do it. But we've all, I think, been guilty of that sin. And perhaps all have a rap sheet that's maybe 6 miles over or more.
It's unlikely that Blackburn is actually upset about Mathis's traffic tickets. What's more likely is that Republicans are angered that the Democrats are ignoring the blue slip tradition, precedent set by Republican Senators Chuck Grassley and Lindsey Graham during the Trump administration.
But my concerns and the concerns of my Democratic colleagues were ignored. Republicans chose to abandon this senatorial courtesy. My colleagues across the aisle, I think, would be hard-pressed now to demand that Democrats reinstate this practice. Simply put, there shouldn't be one set of rules for nominees, Republican nominees under a Republican president, and a different set for nominees under a Democratic president.
In other words, Republicans changed the rules to benefit themselves under Trump and are frustrated that it is now a disadvantage for their party. On Tuesday, Dr. Anthony Fauci appeared before the Senate Health Committee to testify and answer questions about the Omicron variant and the federal response. Republican Senator Rand Paul, representing Kentucky, took the opportunity to continue his feud with Fauci, this time accusing him of orchestrating a smear campaign to denounce conservative academics who had opposed shutdown measures.
Do you really think it's appropriate to use your $420,000 salary to attack scientists that disagree with you?
Senator, the email you're referring to was an email of Dr. Collins to me. If you look at the email
that you responded to and hurried up and said, I can do it, we got something in Wired magazine.
No. I think in usual fashion, Senator, you are distorting everything about me.
Did you ever object to Dr. Collins' characterization of them as friends? Did you write back to Dr. Collins and say, no, they're not friends, they're esteemed scientists, and it would be beneath me
I did not
do that? You responded to him that you would do it, and you immediately got an article in Wired, and you sent it back to him and said, hey, look, I've got him. I nailed him in Wired of all scientific
That's not
publications.
what went on. There you go again. You just do the same thing every hearing.
That was your response. And this wasn't the only time. So your desire to take down people...
You're absolutely incorrect. As usual, Senator, you are incorrect almost everything you say.
Well, no, you deny, but the emails tell the truth of this.
No.
Fauci then went on to speak about the threats he has faced because of the right-wing villainization of him.
The last time we had a committee, or the time before, he was accusing me of being responsible for the death of 4 to 5 million people, which is really irresponsible. And I say, why is he doing that? There are two reasons why that's really bad. The first is it distracts from what we're all trying to do here today, is get our arms around the epidemic and the pandemic that we're dealing with, not something imaginary. Number two, what happens when he gets out and accuses me of things that are completely untrue is that all of a sudden that kindles the crazies out there, and I have threats upon my life, harassment of my family and my children with obscene phone calls because people are lying about me. So I ask myself, why would Senator want to do this? So go to Rand Paul website, and you see Fire Dr. Fauci with a little box that says, contribute here. You can do $5, $10, $20, $100. So you are making a catastrophic epidemic for your political gain.
Apparently envious of the donations collected off smearing Fauci, Republican Senator Roger Marshall used his time to suggest that Dr. Fauci is hiding his publicly available financial disclosure forms.
Dr. Fauci, according to Forbes, you have an annual salary in 2020 was $434,000. You oversee over $5 billion in federal research grants. As the highest paid employee in the entire federal government, yes or no, would you be willing to submit to Congress and the public a financial disclosure that includes your past and current investments? After all, your colleague, Dr. Walensky, and every member of Congress submits a financial disclosure that includes their investments.
I don't understand why you're asking me that question. My financial disclosure is public knowledge and has been so for the last 37 years or so, 35 years that I've been director.
The big tech giants are doing an incredible job of keeping it from being public. We'll continue to look for it. Where would we find it?
All you have to do is ask for it. You're so misinformed. It's extraordinary.
Why am I misinformed? This is a huge issue. Wouldn't you agree with me that you see things before members of Congress would see them, so that there's an air of appearance that maybe some shenanigans are going on? You know, I don't think that's. I assume that that's not the case.
What are you talking about?
It's not the case.
My financial disclosures are public knowledge and have been so. You are getting amazingly wrong information.
Following the hearing, Marshall announced that he is introducing legislation called the Financial Accountability for Uniquely Compensated Individuals Act to require the public access of financial disclosures on the official Office of Government Ethics website. Thank you for watching. If this video has been at all helpful or informative, please consider supporting me on Patreon.